Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sabrina Derrickson. Um, Today is a different video than I usually do, but I'm kind of wanting to upload more because, while I have the time. Um, yeah. Anyways, I am doing a reading review, my first reading review on this channel. I am pretty excited about it. I always loved reading, and there was a long time ago I wanted to do like booktube and stuff, but I didn't exactly know how because I was younger at the time, whenever I was able to have more time to read. Yeah. But when I was younger, I read all the time. And I mean all the time. It was something I loved to do. Something on my downtime I always had when I was a kid. I always had a book. Always. Or like if I went on vacation or something, I always had a book or two. But before booktubing was really a thing to me because I was younger at the time, I just read. And then life hit. I stopped reading when I was about probably 18 or 19 years old because life was in the way. So, yeah. I wish I never stopped reading, but I did. I read, and then I met my husband, and we got in our first own place together, and I started reading again, and I was about like 22, 23 years old, and I was reading almost all the time. And then I stopped because a lot of stuff was going on. Then we got married in 2017, and then we stopped reading again for a while. Well, I did. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. And then we finally got moved into our apartment here. We still have a few things to do, but hey, and we're buying a house, so that's pretty good too. And so I figured I'd pick up and read again, and then this time not stop reading, because I realized how much I really enjoyed reading. So, besides my journaling I do, and the hauls and stuff I do on my channel, I decided I wanted to do some reading vlogs too, or reading channels or something. So let's say I could be a booktuber and a journaler together, because I know there's a few of us out there. And they probably have separate things for it, but with my anxiety and stuff, I can't do everything so separately. I can't keep up with more than one thing. So I figured I'd put it all in one place. My Instagram, my YouTube channel. Yeah. So, with all that being said, I'm glad I'm back to reading, and I should be able to read a lot more now. I'll be doing some TBRs, I'll be doing reviews, I'll be doing book hauls. Once I learn how to edit and stuff, maybe I'll start doing some reading vlogs too. But until then, you guys will just have to put up with me. And this is my very first review I'm doing today, so yeah. I am excited. But like I said, bear with me. Enough rambling about what I'm wanting to do. I don't want this video to be too long because, yeah. But, on with the review. So the first book I started off with with my reading journey this year, and hopefully to keep going. But my first book I completed on Goodreads. Which, about Goodreads, I have a Goodreads account. If you guys want, comment down below, message me or something on Instagram if you have me on Instagram, and we could be friends on Goodreads. I love different recommendations for books. My taste is usually YA and a little bit of romance and comedy and stuff. I'm willing to expand my taste, like expand it. I'm willing to try to read mystery. I'm willing to try to read maybe terror or horror. I don't know. I get scared so easily, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to expand my taste out more. I usually love to read stuff with like vampires or werewolves, witches, stuff like that, but there's been some good books other than that. I love Sarah Deason and all that stuff. So I'm willing to expand my taste out some. Anyways, alright, enough rambling for me. I forgot what I was going to say for a second, guys. Hold on. But anyways, so yeah. But anyways, the first book I started out with my reading journey. My goal for on Goodreads this year, for the rest of the year, is to read 20 books. I wanted to start it out small because I was just now getting back into it and everything. So, yeah. The first book I completed and read for my reading journey was Midnight Sun. Now, you guys know there's probably a lot of people on there that's reading this book, or they're getting ready to read or something. If you guys don't know what Midnight Sun is, it's the retelling of Twilight, which I have that book by me. The retelling of Twilight. But it's on Edward's point of view from when he met Bella and all that stuff. So, yeah. In this book, I love it. It tells about stuff whenever they were split up together from whenever that tracker was trying to get them or whatever. I hope there's no spoiler alerts. I hope everybody read Twilight if you did. But this is the telling where all of Edward here, from when he met Bella, before he met her, what he did whenever he went home on days after class, and where he disappeared to whenever he ran off when she first came to school, to the school in Forks. It has more history of the family in here, where they all came from, how they all were transformed into vampires like they were. It has a lot more information on that, of his family and history. It tells where, like, what did I say? Whenever Edward wasn't with Bella, when they split up or something with Jasper and Alice and all this stuff, and his thoughts and what he's been fighting with inside his head when he was silent or something in Twilight. All he done whenever he watched her sleep and everything. It's all in Midnight Sun. I love this book. It brought me back to Forks from whenever they first did Twilight. I have all 4 books. I have Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, and The Shortened Second Life of Bree Tanner. And now I have Midnight Sun. it was just, it was amazing. I was surprised I went through it so fast as I did. I bought this on August 20th, a few days after it came out on August 4th. And it took me about a week at the least, maybe 5 or 6 days to get through this book. I loved it so much. I have always loved Twilight, and I always will. I was just mind blown from all the stuff they said in here with things. I'm not going to do any spoilers because there's people still reading it. There's people that's wanting to read it. I know some friends that's in my journaling community, and are in the journaling community that's also book readers. One's reading it now, the other one's getting ready to read it, so I'm not going to spoil it for them. So, and there's some that has it on a to be read on Goodreads and book Instagram and everything. It's just crazy. I went to Stephenie Meyer's website, and she said that this was a nemesis because this was the book that she started to write a few years ago, and then it got leaked. Like the first few pages or first chapter, something got leaked on the website, and she dropped it then. And then out of nowhere, she picked it back up and announced on August 4th that it was going to be out. She also said that she is planning to write 2 more books for Twilight, the series. She said it's not going to be, she said one that this was the only thing that would be Edward's point of view, but she said there's other characters besides Edward and Bella, but she said that this was the last of, like, Edward's point of view, because she has such a hard time trying to remember, you know, and I don't blame her, because it's, like, hard to be able to figure out, like, she was writing, like, remember what she wrote in Twilight to make it kind of match up a little bit with Midnight Sun, but she, yeah. But she says that she's going to make 2 more for Twilight Saga. The saga, whatever you call it, sorry. So I'm pretty excited, I'm pretty pumped. I can't wait to see what she's going to come out with. Right now she says she wants to take a break from the vampire world and write something new, but she plans to do 2 more books. It was just, I don't know, some of the stuff was just mind-blowing in here. I loved it. I'm glad I got it. All my Twilight series is actually completed. I'm debating on trying to get the Twilight graphic novel sometime, but I don't know, because the only ones I seen was Twilight Volume 1 and 2, New Moon Volume 1 and 2, and then there is one Eclipse Volume 1. So I don't know if she's still going to continue those or not, but I love to see the graphic novels become a thing too. But yeah. So if you guys want to look for a book, I would recommend to pick this up, especially if you love Twilight. If you loved Twilight back then, or if you still love Twilight and you don't have this book, what's the matter with you guys? You need to try to get this book. I loved it. It was, I mean, I went through it. My husband couldn't believe how fast I got through it. He's like, he's like, you zip through Twilight, because I reread Twilight, the Twilight series, maybe about once, twice, maybe 3 times a year. And after I'd read the Twilight series, I'd go and watch the movies, which I have all 5 movies too. And I try to watch those once a year. So, he was just surprised how fast I was able to get through this book. Because it's thick. It has 600 and, let me see. See if I could. 658 pages. And I'll read you the back here for you guys. It says, I can't sleep, I murmured, answering her question more fully. She was silent for a moment. At all? She asked. Never, I breathed. As I met her penetrating gaze, read the surprise and the sympathy there, I abruptly yearned for sleep, not for obliviation, as I had before, not to escape boredom, but because I wanted to dream. Maybe if I could be unconscious, if I could dream, I could live for a few hours in a world where she and I could be together. She dreamed of me, I wanted to dream of her. She stared back at me, her expression full of wonder. I had to look away. I could not dream of her. She should not dream of me. That's what it said in the back. And the synopsis, or however you call it. I won't read it all because of the spoilers and stuff, but I'll read the top part here. It says, I could see how easy it would be to fall into loving Bella. It would be exactly like falling, effortless. Not letting myself love her was the opposite of falling. It was pulling myself up a cliff face, hand over hand, the task of grueling, as if I had no more than mortal strength. And then, I'll read the synopsis for you guys. When Edward Cullen and Bella Swan met in Twilight, an iconic love story was born. But until now, fans have heard only Bella's side of the story. At last, readers can experience Edward's version in the long-awaited companion novel Midnight Sun. This unforgettable tale, as told through Edward's eyes, takes on a new and decidedly dark twist. Meeting Bella is both the most unnerving and intriguing event he has experienced in all his years as a vampire. As we learn more fascinating details about Edward's past and the complexity of his inner thoughts, we understand why this is the defining struggle of his life. How can he justify following his heart if it means leading Bella into danger? In Midnight Sun, Stephenie Meyers transports us back to a world that has captivated millions of readers, and brings us an epic novel about the profound pleasures and devastating consequences of immortal love. So yeah, there's the synopsis and a little bit of that. But anyways, I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars because I loved it. And it just blew me away, like I said. I don't know how many times I said that, but it just blew me away. But, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. The next book I'm going to be starting to read either today or tomorrow is 13 Reasons Why. This is part of on my TBR, but I don't have as many books right now, and I'm building up my TBR for September, and whenever I get more of that, that was my bookmark. When I get more, I'll be sure to let you guys know, but I've been wanting to read this book so bad because it has the Netflix series TV show, and I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to read the book first. and then decide if I want to watch it or not. But this one's so interesting. I found it at a thrift store, and I just had to get it. So this will be my second book. So yeah, it says brilliant and memorizing, thriller-like pacing, suspenseful and addictive. You can't stop the future. You can't rewind the past. The only way to learn the secret is to press play. Clay Jensen doesn't want anything to do with the tapes Hannah Baker made. Hannah is dead. Her secret should be buried with her. Then Hannah's voice tells Clay that his name is on her tapes, and that he is in some way responsible for her death. All through the night, Clay keeps listening. He follows Hannah's recorded words throughout his small town, and what he discovers changes his life forever. That was the synopsis of this, and it sounds amazing. So, I'll be reading this one next. I'll probably start it today and go on. I have another book that should be in the mail tomorrow, so here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm sorry it's a little long. I'm sorry for my rambling I done at the beginning of it. But I wanted to touch base with you guys. I wanted to let you know that besides my journaling, I'm going to be starting to do book stuff, because my journey into reading again started back up, and this time I think it's going to stick. I love you all guys so much. If you want to continue to see more videos of me, especially if you're new here, please do like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'm one from 60 subscribers. If I get 60 subscribers, that'd be perfect. My goal by the end of the year is to get up to 100. But if I get 60, I'll be so happy. So those of you who watch my videos, please do share me. Share my channel and everything. I love you all so much. Bye.